The whole vast world is myself pushed out. God became as I am, that's his name, that I may be as he is. And he is God the Father. He is God the Creator. There's nothing but God. So I tell you, this story is the truest story in the world. And how many countries must rise and fall, civilizations must come and go, I do not know. But I do know that whenever it is consummated, it's going to be consummated in Jesus Christ, the pattern man. That pattern must unfold itself in every child born of woman. And it will. It cannot fail. As it unfolds, the day will come that you will accept these two commandments. That there's only one causation in the world. He didn't cause it, she didn't cause it, they didn't cause it. I am causing it. That's the only cause in the world. Are you big enough to accept that responsibility? That no one in the world has caused anything that ever hurt you or praised you. You're doing it all within yourself, and they only bear witness of what you are doing and have done. That's the first and greatest commandment. And the second is, now, because of that, love your neighbors as yourself, for they only aid what you are doing within you. And if one has to go to jail to fulfill what you've done within you, love him. He's paying a price that you yourself has placed upon him. The whole vast world is the individual pushed out. It's an egocentric world. For there's only God, and God is one. So this is the story that I want to share with you. So I've come into the world, said he, to bear witness to the truth. And the truth is your word. And your word can only be found in the day when these words were written in the Old Testament. And thy word cannot be broken. Now he goes and he finds out who is the chosen one to express the will of the Father, and he finds it as David. And the whole of Israel came to David, and they said to David, we are your bones and your flesh. And the Lord said to you, you will be the shepherd of my people Israel. And you will be the prince of Israel. That's future. And even in the New Testament, it is still future, because it's going to happen to the individual. It's not something that happened once and forever. It is taking place in the world. So when you go home, read that 2 Samuel, the 5th chapter. Then read the 23rd chapter of 2 Samuel. And then find who that real shepherd is. Read Peter's first letter, the 5th chapter. You'll find it in the 4th verse. Don't have to go too far. The 5th chapter, the 4th verse, and he tells you when the chief shepherd comes. And when the chief shepherd is manifested, you will obtain the unfading crown of glory. That is God himself. The minute he is manifested, you see him, the chief shepherd, and he is David. And David reveals you as his father, and the father of David is God. That's the story. So I tell everyone here, yes, you can have all the things in this world that you want, but everything. I don't care what it is. In the world of Caesar, it's simple. It's very easy. But let me share with you a little thing that happened to me today, that I may remove from you a certain fear. A friend of mine came back just before I took the platform, and allowed me to read a certain little letter, which I will not quote. I brought my wife home today from St. Vincent Hospital. So I went downstairs to the cashier to pay my bill. And she said to me, as she looked at it, she said, "I think that you will owe $30. And then I said, I didn't say anything. She said, "Oh no, your deposit when you came in exceeds the $30 of expenses." So she said, "No, you do not owe us anything. In fact, we owe you." I didn't ask her for any refund because we'll be going back for another 6 visits. I came home to find in my letterbox a bill from St. Vincent posted only yesterday. Today they tell me that I owe nothing, that they in fact owe me. And as I opened the letter, that is the little bill, that I owe them $5,403.63. Would that amuse me? The 63 cents. So I got on the telephone right away, and I called the credit department, and I asked to please give me the head man, whoever he is. I identified myself. I said, "I've just brought my wife home, and you told me only 2 hours ago that I owe you nothing. In fact, you owe me something, which I did not collect. And now you tell me that I owe you $5,403.63. Oh, wait a second. Then they go back and, "Will you hold the wire?" I said, "I will, willingly." So they came back, and they said, "That was the computer's mistake." So the computer went to town, all kinds of things over the years. Doubting I have paid them that much. And so they're billing it to me again, because I've already paid out to the 2 hospitals over $14,000. I can't conceive that 10 days, only 10 days in the hospital, that I could owe you $5,403.63. So she confessed. Then she said to me, "Don't worry, Mr. Goddard." I said, "May I tell you something? I do not worry. I won't tear it up. I'm going to frame it just as a little laugh. I'm not going to tear it up. I'll take this little bill and frame it just for fun. You have caused everything that has happened to you. That little silly thing that came amused me. So that was my little amusement for the day. I brought her home, and she came home, and she's lovely, altogether sweet. Didn't lose any weight, and she's strong. But that came as an amusement, but because we both got a good hearty laugh out of it. And so I will say to my friend, go down on the day that you're told to come down, but go with a laugh in your heart. They can't do a thing to you, because you caused it all, and you can change it all. There's only one God in the world, only one creative power in the world, and that power is your own wonderful human imagination. Let them go all over the world looking for another cause, and they aren't going to find it.